right, everybody, let's put your thinking caps on, okay? Put it on, baby. Let's talk about Epstein and that Gasoline Maxwell chick, okay? Why is it that no one... Oh, hello, baby.
Hi, dear. What's up?
All right, why is it no one has been arrested? No one has gone to jail for messing with all these children on Epstein Island. Well, I'm going to apply common sense to this. All right? The deep state, aka our own federal government or the Democrats, whichever you want to blame, Democrats, right? They cut a deal with Jeffrey Epstein. He paid all these young victims off, and everybody involved, except for the chick that brought the children to the island, got immunity.
Gotta love it.
Yep, you can't sue them. You can't prosecute them. You can't talk about them because everybody signed an NDA. All right, everybody signed this damn agreement, and all these children got money. So now we have pedos. You all saw that list from Epstein Island. It's real. Everybody on that list, in my mind, is a criminal. All right, a pedophile. This is the truth of the matter. Gasoline Maxwell, from what I understand, she's already in a dorm, right? Living the good life. She's still in custody, but she's not really suffering either. They might just as well let her out. Now, the same fella, I can't remember his name right off the top of my head, that cut this deal, okay, with Epstein, and miraculously, after the deal was cut, he committed suicide. Gee. How good is that? But anyway, he's the same guy from New York who went all the way to Florida to investigate P. Diddy. So you can see what's going on here, right? We have the deep state, the pedophiles, all right, cutting deals so they don't have to go to jail, all right? Yeah, these people are filthy.
They're morally bankrupt.
Yeah.
And so they use their money to keep themselves in power and to keep doing the things that they ought to not be doing.
Yeah. But all this happened under Biden's watch. So, I mean, look, this deep state is vicious, okay? They're ungodly creatures, in my opinion. And look, this is not just my opinion. If you really research, there's a guy out there that wrote a couple of books. He's done the research. He's hitting the talk circuits. We know all this is a fact now, okay? And that's why the deep state doesn't want Donald Trump to be president, because he's probably gonna, clean house and send a bunch of these people to jail. I mean, I can't see how that could be legal, but, it is. I mean,
Here's the problem.
The media, they cover it all up just by not talking about it. Oh,
but
sorry.
Here's the problem, I think. I think it starts with, we always bring it around to Christians.
Yeah, we do.
We were tasked with the task of changing the world and bringing it around to the kingdom of God.
We failed miserably.
And we are not doing our job, friends.
Yeah.
And it's because God always starts in his own house to clean up his own house. And here's the problem is we are so divided, okay?
Yes.
The body of Christ is divided into subsets and subsets and subsets and other little pieces of church and things like that. I mean, there is this one lady I follow. She obviously, as a Christian, okay, and as a good moral human being, the fact that Donald Trump is our only option grates the worst kind of way. Why? Because he's not exactly a beacon of morality,
He's
right?
So much better than the other side.
Okay, yeah. No.
I mean, that's look. You're not voting for the person. You're voting for the platform. Okay, people need to grow up and understand that.
But got it. Okay. Now here's the danger. Okay, she was talking about this other party is the American I don't remember.
American Liberation Party or
So,
Libertarian
no,
Party?
no, no,
No,
it's American something party. It's kind of
socialist
no.
or
It's a very conservative party, and their candidate is his vice president is a girl, is a woman that's a mother, homeschool mother, all of these things,
nice.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. He is, by all intents and purposes, sounds to be like a very good, God-fearing man. Here's the problem: the man is a Catholic. How many Christians would vote for him?
I think those days are gone.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't vote that. And here's the other problem that I see, and correct me if this is wrong, but I when you bring in someone that has no chance whatsoever of getting elected or anything like that, it's a spoiler, right? It draws votes away from the two candidates they would, or your candidate, they might have had a chance when the balances are right here, and those votes could have gone to, let's say, Donald Trump instead of Kamala. That's a spoiler, right?
Yeah, but I want to. It's just I'm letting you know. I mean, this is filth. These people are filthy. Now they're minor attracted people. That's the phrase the Democrats came up with. No, they're pedophiles. All right, they're pedophiles, and they're protected by the deep state. All right, and the deep state is the Democratic Party. All right, these people are filth. It's garbage. These people need to be in jail. They don't need to be protected. I don't care how much money they have.
But in all honesty, though,
if you're voting Democrat, you're voting for these policies to continue. That's the bad part.
If you're
they don't understand it.
If you're a discerning human being, and you took a look at that list, and then just paid attention, you will be paying attention to how you would not be following, I don't know, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, right.
Bill Gates. And then that should make you hyper vigilant to anything they say.
You'd be surprised the names that are on that list. All right, you can look it up. Don't take my word for it, okay? But you would be surprised how many powerhouse Hollywood people are on that list. You would be surprised how many politicians, right, that are on that list. We already know George Stephanopoulos and Katie Couric went to Epstein's house, right? And people still listen to him. Are you nuts?
Here's a funny thing. You want to find out where the...
And look, Bill Clinton, freaking flyer miles.
you want to find out where the perverts are.
Yeah.
Find out where the children are.
Yeah.
There is this young lady that used to be in a Nickelodeon show. I can't remember the name of it, but just Google Nickelodeon and pedophiles.
Yeah.
You'll come up with it. And now that you look back at it and see that my kids didn't watch that sort of show. We could watch the cartoons and things like that.
Yeah, the cute
and
ones,
then
Phineas and Ferb and stuff like that.
And Nickelodeon really wasn't part of our day.
No.
But we were always present when they watched stuff like that because we lived in a small house. Having said all that,
we took interest in our children, so yeah.
So having said all that, there was this one video I had watched where they had this montage of all these little shows where there's young people, preteens, teens, that sort of thing, and that were in the shows. And the sexually charged stuff that they were doing, the suggestive stuff that was part of those shows, and you think about it as a parent, if you let your kid watch those shows on Nickelodeon, you don't know what you missed. You don't know how your kid was indoctrinated in front of you in your living room
because you weren't paying attention. But anyway, I want to keep this relatively short. But Yeah, I mean, that information is out there, okay? And it's like we're coming up on probably the most important election ever. And I understand if you're a mature person, you still believe that the Democrats used to be a Democratic Party, they used to be different. They've changed. They're not anymore. The Democratic Party is a cesspool. Just, I mean, oh my God, when you look at it, what'd she say? Stay woke. The woker, the better. They've put pornography in schools, child mutilation. These people are nasty. All right? I mean, these people shouldn't be running for office. They should be in jail. But hey, that's just my opinion. All right? But, look, go with God. And you got to understand, use your head. We have the list from Epstein Island. Why hasn't anybody been arrested? Think about it, right? Why are there no trials? Why isn't the media talking about it?
I understand. Okay, if you're a Christian conservative moral human being, voting for Donald Trump is great into everything you believe. Okay, okay. Now watch. This is why I keep telling people. I know, and you know me. I'll drive it back to the Bible every single time I can. But here's what you don't understand. Sometimes the bad solution is the God is the what seems to be the bad solution is the solution that God put in front of you. When God was cleaning the land, the Holy Land, um, His order was for all the people of Judah and all the people of Israel to get the heck out and go to the Babylonian exile.
Correct.
Now, put your American focused mind on that. God says you need to leave the United States of America. Of course they fought back. Of course they said no.
Correct.
But they had direct revelation from God that they needed to leave.
Correct.
So as a Christian, yes, Donald Trump is not who we would hope for to be a perfectly Christian man. But let me put real quick, the last thing I'll say. Let me put it to you this way. Johnson, Speaker of the House, calls himself a Christian, what has he done
Nothing
for this country or for you and your values that make you think that he's truly a Christian?
He did nothing for border security. He caved on every issue that the Democrats had on the table. He signed off on all of that, and he got nothing for border security. This guy's a little weasel. For you people that think there's good and bad in Washington, you're crazy. And the Christian argument to go along with what my wife is saying is I won't vote for Donald Trump until he declares himself to be pro-life or pro-life and forbid abortions everywhere. Well, he's not going to do that because he followed the Constitution. If it's not mentioned in the Constitution, it goes to the states. Now it's all for you people, all right, in every single state to fight your state government. But the problem with that is if you don't vote for Donald Trump for that, you know Kamala Harris wants to make not only abortions legal in all 50 states, she wants to pay for murdering babies.
Exactly.
All right, so it's the lesser of two evils here.
It's not two choices.
It's not.
There's two choices. The lady was saying online was that
any vote that you vote for another candidate who has
no
1%, no choice, is a vote for Kamala Harris.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely. You need to. Here's the thing. You need to understand that even though people write books and they have these big platforms and they're very smart, I'm not saying this particular professor is dumb in any way, shape, or form. That woman is smarter than I ever will be and more educated than the two of us put together, and all of that. But she's hyper focused on something else, and she lives in a semi woke world, and so her hyper focus is on something else, and the reality that you and I live is very different than the reality that she lives, or that anybody that can tell you, that any Christian that tells you, well, I'm not going to vote like he said because he's not fully 100% pro-choice.
Yeah.
The choice is real simple.
Yeah.
Someone that at least is going to work within the system of the United States law, or someone that is going to railroad every single law out there to have everybody the right to kill a baby.
Here's the
And this is the slippery slope, friends.
Yeah.
They won't stop at that. The abortion thing was, what is it? Rare,
legal, and safe. And it's not rare, legal, and safe.
That is not rare, legal, and safe anymore. And they will balk at this, but it was happening all the way up to 9 months. Okay, yeah. All the way up to 9 months. Now, imagine that is how far they took it. Now, imagine when all the bars are gone, what will they do?
Yeah.
What will they do?
I mean, just the mere fact the Democrats are covering up this Epstein thing, okay? And you can say, oh, no, it's the government. You're right. Who runs the government? Duh! Barack Obama left in place a deep state, all right? Make no mistake about it. These people will push an agenda, all right? Just like that Steele dossier, we knew at the time it was fake. It was not real, all right? You literally know for a fact that Burisma was paying Joe Biden's family. We have proof of this. He was paying it through his son. Everything that you impeached Donald Trump for, Joe Biden did. We know this for a fact, and no one impeached him.
Genius.
It's genius, right?
They keep you busy over here so that they can go ahead and do whatever they want over there.
These are filthy people. And I mean, they're not the Democratic Party I grew up with. I grew up as a Democrat. I grew up Southside Chicago in a heavily Democratic family. But I don't know how. I'm not the smartest one in my family, but I woke up.
Here's the thing. It's not the Democrat. When we say Democrats,
yeah.
Okay, we're not talking about your Democrat
politicians,
the Democrat human being that thinks through these issues, who thinks like I used to think. Abortion was not for me, but I don't feel like I have the right to tell anybody what to do with their body. But then someone explains to you that's not their body. That is someone else's body, and their body that they put there because they willingly engage.
Scientific fact.
Yeah. Because they willingly engage in an activity that puts a body inside of a woman. Now, here's the difference between a Democrat and a Democrat. The Democrat listens to that sort of thing, understands the facts, and thinks, maybe you're right. Let me look it up some more. A Democrat says, absolutely not. My body, my choice. And if he's in there, he can die. And they're got, anyways.
But it's like there's not even a choice.
Yeah.
And I just think it's like people just can't admit that they've been so wrong. When I woke up, it was like, oh my God, right? And then to confuse things, you have this uniparty thing, right? Like George Bush. I was so wrong on him, okay? I thought that he was a conservative Christian, and oh my God, was I wrong. No, he was part of the deep state, and he went to war for oil, right? There was no weapons of mass destruction. There was no anything. This was totally on him. He sided with the Democrats. Let me explain the war in the Ukraine. Okay, I'm not even going to try to explain the war in the Middle East because no one wants to listen. There's a company called BlackRock. Okay, look them up. It's an actual company, and they own everything, literally. They own 47% of the farmland in the Ukraine. Think about that. Now, not only do they own 47% of the farmland in the Ukraine, these people are Jewish run and they are heavy Democratic supporters. So ask yourself, why do the Democrats want the war in the Ukraine? Well, to protect BlackRock's interest. BlackRock is so brazen. They sent a letter to Vladimir Zelensky. Is that his name? Vladimir? No. Zelensky. Anyway, they sent a letter to his government asking his government to stop burying dead soldiers on their land. You should cremate them. Right? Anyway, that's the Democrats.
That's your party, right?
Yeah, that's your party. But yeah, they gave a free ride to pedophiles, and they're going to do it again on P. Diddy. So anyway,
just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it. I'm gonna
because the kind of people that the PDD whatever serve are the elites, guys. You guys keep saying that the Republicans, that the conservatives. No. Is the elite, your movie stars, your Bill Gates, the people that you guys looked up to.
Anyway, this is just everybody needs to do some research. You can't just sit there and watch the mainstream media, as you want to call it, okay? That's the propaganda wing of the Democratic Party, all right? That's all it is. Yeah. When you watch that news, they do 89% negative news on Donald Trump, and they do 89 positive percent on what the hell is her name? Harris, right? Kamala. Yeah. Kamala. All right. And that's just it. You're brainwashed. You're getting brainwashed. You've been brainwashed. There's nothing you can really do about it but wake up. You believe what you believe, especially if you're an older person. I mean, it was real hard for me to realize, hey, wait. Yeah. But you have to be mature enough to realize, hey, I'm wrong.
Yeah. It's not, nobody is perfect and people make mistakes all the time.
All the time.
It takes a grown-up to say,
right.
Dang.
But we're not living in a world with grown-ups. No. We're living in a world where people don't want to know just how filthy their own government is. But, hey, God bless you, everybody.
You guys have a beautiful day.
And may God help us all this year.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
Oh, we already did.